Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm here to talk about Game 59 of the regular season, where the Rangers win 7-4 over the Dallas Stars, and what the hell was that game? All right, we got no time to go slow. First goal, Rangers have it in the offensive zone. The Dallas Stars get a hold of it, they take it out. Eric Lindell carries into our offensive zone. He's covered up by Panarin. He just kind of reverse hits Panarin and puts a shot on net. Now, two things can be true at once. This was a kind of lucky shot by Eric Lindell, and I don't mean that as a bad thing. He was being defended by Panarin and just kind of threw one up to see what happened. I don't think there's many players in the league that could aim a shot like this. I don't think there might be any that could aim a shot this precisely. So I think it was a little bit lucky on his part. That being said, still a nice play to get in position to get that shot on. I'm not taking anything away from Eric Lindell. But Shesterkin, man, you can't allow this goal. Like, point blank, that is such a bad angle. That goal cannot go in. And, again, Eric Lindell walked Panarin like a dog on this play. That being said, it wasn't that bad, and you should have been able to stop this if you're Shesterkin. Not a great goal to allow. It's 1-0 Dallas within the first minute. A few minutes after that, Dallas passing it around our zone, and there's a shot on net, and Tyler Seguin tips it in. Now, this was a beautiful play by Tyler Seguin. Just a beautiful tip. And I'm not mad at Shesterkin for giving this goal up. How do you stop that tip? Just point blank, how do you defend against that? I'm also not particularly mad at the defense. Keandre Miller was all over Tyler Seguin on this play. He was doing his job. Seguin just happened to get a decent look at the puck. This was more so just an excellent play by Dallas. I'm not going to be hard on the Rangers. I thought our defense, side note, and I'll talk about this later on, was better. I thought the shakeup worked. We looked better defensively. This goal, I have a hard time getting mad at us for. It was just a beautiful play by the Stars, and they take a 2-0 lead. And that is not good. And I can only imagine the Rangers, as a team, went, oh, we need to score. All right, so the first Rangers goal says it's a Greg McKegg tip. I just don't think it was, point blank. I think this is 100% Keandre Miller. But how do we get there? Julien Gauthier plays it in, and he battles for the puck along the boards. This was a great play by Gauthier. I mean, he just keeps grinding for the puck. There are 3 Stars right near him, all going for it, and Gauthier wins it. Centers one for Keandre Miller. He takes it, and because Gauthier, again, took 3 Stars with him to the boards, Keandre Miller gets a second. He waits. He lines up a shot. Waits till there's a screen. Puts it on. A beautiful shot by Keandre Miller. Again, it says it's a Greg McKegg tip. I would bet a significant sum of money that by tomorrow morning this is changed back to a Keandre Miller goal. But c'est la vie, the Rangers score, and it's 2-1. So a few minutes after that, Johnny Brodzinski draws a penalty and gives up the ability to have children in the process because that made me feel physical pain. Rangers go on a power play. They win the faceoff. Panarin has the puck. He gives it to Ryan Strome. He sets up Mika for a blast on net off the crossbar and in. What a beautiful sound. What a beautiful goal. Mika's slapper is back this season, and it is so much fun. His 23rd of the season, and the Rangers tie it to a piece. And the power play was really a tipping point, because during that, obviously, we scored, which was good. And for the next, 5 minutes, we just dominated play. We were pouring it on offensively. A little over a minute after the goal by Mika, we scored again. Rangers, again, just pounding away at it in the offensive zone. Panarin has it along the blue line, gives it to Jacob Trouba. He takes a blast. And on this little sequence, by the way, the Rangers were able to just keep it in, prolonged pressure in the offensive zone. We were able to keep switching out players. And because of that, Jacob Trouba's blast is tipped in by Adam Fox, who was being a net front presence because why not do that? And the Rangers take a lead at 3-2. About a minute later from the Fox goal, the Rangers, again, just pouring on pressure in the offensive zone. Dryden Hunt has it. He passes back to the blue line, gives it to Keandre Miller. A little dump pass from Miller to Panarin, and Panarin says, I was made a fool defensively tonight. Time for me to do the same to a Dallas Star. And Joel Haley was the poor player who had to face Panarin's wrath. You got to go watch it, man. Words can't do it justice. Panarin with a beautiful, just inside-out sim. A gorgeous shot on net, and he scores. The Rangers make it 4-2. And that was about it for the first period. But it's a first where each team at separate points had a multi-goal lead, because why not? Why not do that? So it's quiet for a little while after the Rangers take the 4-2 lead until you go into the second period, about 8 minutes in, and the Rangers are in some penalty trouble. For you see, Ryan Lindgren had interference against Alexander Radulov, and then Johnny Brzezinski took a penalty for tripping against Jamie Benn. So the Stars have a 5-on-3 power play, and they're passing it around the offensive zone. Very nice passing sequence, and Jason Robertson scores. Now, again, I'm not mad at anyone on this play other than Brzezinski and Lindgren for taking the penalties to put us down in a 5-on-3 penalty kill, but I'm specifically not mad because Robertson just punches the puck in. Like, the shot is to him, it's high, and you can watch him move his hand to move the puck in. And you might say, Weston, it's very quick. How is he? Okay. I don't care. He punches the puck in. I don't know. And if you want any more proof, look at the Dallas Stars' reaction. The Dallas Stars themselves are like, oh, yeah, that's coming back. And they didn't even challenge it because how could you? You don't want to go on another 5-on-3 power play or penalty kill. So the Rangers kind of can't challenge it. It was a nightmare. I'm not going to be mad at anyone for this because A, horrific penalty kill, B, he punched it in! And then a while after that, late in the second period, just a little over a minute and a half to play because the game had already the wheels had fallen off this game. Patrick Nemeth in the offensive zone behind the net doing work and then just wrap around to score to make it 5-3 because, again, the game was making no sense at this point. A little over 8 into the third period, Joe Pavelski with a perfect tip to make it 5-4. Again, look at the play. He was defended well. This was, again, just a really nice play by Pavelski. I'm not mad at the defense. I'm not mad at Shesterkin. It was just unfortunate for the Rangers and a nice play by Dallas. So later on in the third period, just under 6 to play, Rangers in our defensive zone. It's passed around. It's a 50-50 between Klingberg and Philip Hedl. Hedl makes the nice defensive play to beat him to the puck. It's sent to the neutral zone, and Barclay Goodrow turns on jets that I did not know he had, zooms into the offensive zone with the puck, puts a shot on net, and he scores to make it 6-4 Rangers. The Rangers' third multi-goal lead of the evening. This one we finally wouldn't blow. That is Gaudreau's 13th of the year, continuing to build on his tally. Again, I mentioned it a couple nights ago. Gaudreau's having a very underrated season. And Strome would get the empty net goal to seal it at 7-4 in favor of the Rangers. And wow. Wow. That happened. Wow. All right. So, 4 goals is not looking great on paper. That being said, I'm not really mad. I thought the defense played better. I thought Shesterkin played well. I know he allowed 4 goals. I really am only mad at him for one of them. The other 3 I just don't feel are his fault. And honestly, the other 3 were just, 2 of them at least, were just beautiful plays by the Dallas Stars, and one of them was, highly suspect. And credit to Gerard Gallant. They did what I thought they should have done. Massive change-up defensively. The pairs were shaken up, other than the Trouba Miller, which is, again, exactly what I thought they should have done. And I think it worked. Towards the third period, we started going back to the normal pairs. But overall, we looked better tonight. I thought all the pairs looked better. Lindgren still took a bad penalty. They'd like him not to. But overall, I thought we improved. Again, I wasn't mad at the defense for the goals. I didn't feel they made mistakes. I just thought Dallas played well on those plays. Offensively, obviously, I'm going to be happy. 7 goals, really 6 because of the empty netter. The offense was on fire tonight, and no one was better than Artemi Panarin, who got a 5-point night, 4 if you don't include the empty net point. But man, he looked great. The goal was fantastic. 4 assists. Panarin was good. Again, he was fantastic, man. Never forget the tweet of his contract is going to become an anchor to the team. Along with that, offensively, Mika had the big drive on the power play, Miller had a multi-point evening, might be a goal and an assist or 2 assists. Dryden Hunt had 3 assists tonight. Again, one was on the empty netter. I don't care. He still played, I thought, fine. I thought all the lines looked good. First line, again, is rolling. The second line, I thought, looked pretty darn good. The third line looked pretty darn solid. The defensive pairings, again, I thought were good. Miller-Trouba looked great offensively and defensively. Shocker there. Once we started going back to the Lingrid and Fox pair, I thought they looked better. The third pair, which was a bit of a mixed bag, which it was Schneider, Hayek, and Nemeth. We had 7 defensemen on the roster tonight. Reeves was a healthy scratch, which I assume that's just for tonight so we could have the 7th defenseman, and that'll go back to normal Tuesday. But, again, I thought the Rangers played really well on top of all of that. Shesterkin, I'm going to say this, I think he played really well. 4 goals allowed. Doesn't look great, right? Save percentage, .879, 29-33. Doesn't look great on paper. I'm mad at him for the first one because that was just a bad goal to allow. Next 3, I thought he played well. There were some times tonight where he made amazing saves. He had a few just incredible highlight reel plays tonight. I thought he played well. That being said, it would be nice for him to not give up a bunch of goals in the next game, which leads me to that. Next game, Anaheim. You're back in MSG. Finally, the road trip is over, so you'll actually have your home fans in attendance, which will be nice. Hopefully, they can help you sort of recenter after the last few games that have been rough, because goals against have been 5, 6, and 4, so hopefully you can just have a mellow game to re-find yourself. That's at 7. I'll be here afterwards. So, that is all I have for the evening. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Rangers.